Hey guys, Winkyface14 here, and welcome to a video that I wasn't planning to do, but actually I was supposed to do a live stream about the Minecraft Live 2020, but I just watched it on my own at like 12 a.m. because it started here at 12 a.m. So, what's the next update? It's pretty obvious in the screen. It's the Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update. This is the Minecraft 1.17 update. So, this update has like a lot, and I mean like a lot of things going on. So this update, of course, as it says, is basically the caves and updates. So let's skim through. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about this, as we watch this. So this, as you can see, this tree is called the azalea trees. So of course under that is the lush caves. So this cave is really interesting to look at because this is basically like a cave with a forest in it. So as you can see, those berries right there, that's called glowberries, and there's also like a azalea bush tree. I forgot what this called. I think it's like the sprout. I forgot what it's called, but it's that plant, like the pink one, will generate particles that is gonna produce like a particle in the environment. Yeah, there it goes. It's the spore blossom. So the spore blossom, of course, it is on the ceiling. It will produce the particles that makes the lush caves a bit more variant. How do you call this? Atmospheric. There's like a biosphere within that cave. Of course, the glowberries. So this is the what do you call it? Concept art of the new plants. This is the azaleas. So the azaleas will come in a form of bushes, and also the trees that is above the lush caves. So those trees will indicate that below that tree is a lush cave. And also there's this new drip leaf plant. Let's skim through. So as you can see right here, let's wait. Well, gotta wait for it to load. So as you can see right here, these drip leaf trees will, of course you can jump on it, and if you stand on it for a long time, as you can see like right down there, it will actually let you fall down, as you can see right here. So after a certain time, it will actually fall down. You will fall down to the drip leaf plant. So let's go to the next segment, because I'm actually, this is not the Minecraft Live, this is like the discussion time. Okay, let's go for the next part. Oh yeah, okay. This is one of the best things that I have ever seen. Okay. So they drastically change actually the cave generation. So as you can see right here, there's now lakes within the caves. This is like, I forgot what mod was it, but I think it's Quark that makes it where there's like lakes within the caves. So what they call here is like the local water levels, so that there would be water within the caves. As you can see, it's like the caves are just wide open. There's of course like hollow, really small places, but it's really big. And let's pause right here. You can see right here, there's like pillars. There's like pillars right here. There's like pillars of stone that's like holding up the cave itself. And of course, as you can see, like the ores are lit up. These are for demonstration purposes. So ores wouldn't light up regarding if it's cold or whatnot. It will not light up. Of course, normal Minecraft stuff, redstone, if you punch it or if you walk on it, it will light up a certain light level. But that's only it. That's it, right? That's just it. So yeah, and also as you can see, there's like a big lake. You can just raft it. You can just take a boat, just traverse the cave, just both around. And also there's like really cool waterfalls. That's like really, really awesome. Like, look at that. Look at the generation. It's pretty cool and it's pretty big. That's like the new the new cave generation. So I have like certain questions with this because with what I'm seeing right now, the caves are really big. So what Y level will these caves generate? And considering that there are only technically like 80 to 60 to 80 blocks. That's like the surface level. Let's say you're in a plains biome, and that normally the Y level there's between 65 to 70 from on the top of my head. So if these are basically like 30 blocks, so this is like the one biome. There's another biome that they mentioned, but I'm gonna talk about that later. It is really interesting that this is actually like a big cave, and this will take up like majority of the underground. It won't just be like stone. There will be like these caves, which is pretty interesting. So okay, there's another type of cave that they added. So this is another type of underground biome, which is called the DRIPSTONE cave. There you go, DRIPSTONE caves. So as you can see right here, this is the stalagmites at the top and the stalactites at the bottom, if I'm correct. So this is a stalactites, right? This is like, it is tightly at the bottom, and stalagmites might fall down. That's like what I can think of. As you can see right here, I don't there's like a new block. They didn't mention anything about that. And also these stalactites and stalagmites are looking really good. It's like it's very unconventional for Minecraft to have these shape, but it works. It's like surprisingly works, especially with this biome, because there's like stalactites, stalagmites. And look at the atmosphere behind that. Wow, look at that. It's like a really cool cave, a really cool biome. And if we look forward here, if you break it, of course, the stalagmites will fall down, and it will become items. So basically, from what I can understand, you can place these blocks. And also, as you can see right here, the zombie, if you fall down into stalactites, you will take damage. So it's really cool. And also, they mentioned that if you put a cauldron below stalactites, I was right, stalactites, you will collect water because it drips water. So that's pretty cool, right? Let's see. Are there like any? I think the blocks, these blocks, like, you know, that is different from the stone, is it might be called dripstone. But let's see with the, you know, when snapshots release. Okay, so that's two cave biomes. So there is a third biome that they mentioned, but they didn't talk about it that much. So this here will spawn on the deep dark biome, underground biome. So that's like the deepest of the depths. So these are skulk growths. So I assume these are skulk blocks. These are skulk, I don't know, skulk moss. And also, as you can see, like right here, like these guys, I don't know if you can see the cursor. I think you can. I checked it. As you can see right there and there, those are skulk sensors. And if you saw right there, let's go back like just a little bit, okay? Let's just go back a little bit. As you can see right here, the player places a block, and as you can see, these like small, really small particles. It like when you place a block, it will emit a vibration particle that will go to each skulk sensor, and it will activate. And there's like, so these are compatible with redstone. So this is another thing for redstone. Oh, that's a bit of spoiler, but for those who watched it, congratulations, you watch it live. I watch it live also. Okay, let's 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 go fast forward. Yeah, there you go. So as you can see here, the skulk sensor sense, or sense the vibration made by footsteps, and it will emit a redstone signal, and of course the piston makes sound, so it will loop. So that's pretty, like, you can make a, I don't know, like a certain timer, because the redstone signal lasts for quite some time, right? So with wool, you can of course prevent vibrations going to the skulk sensor, and it will make sure that the piston won't affect, or it won't cause a loop with the skulk sensor. And very interesting enough, I think they, yeah, with this skulk sensor, wait, let's look at it. There you go. You can make wireless redstone. Now this is a bit of a game changer, because you can't really do wireless redstone, right? So I was thinking like, oh, maybe you can have a skulk sensor maybe like 5 blocks away, and then you can just press a button. It will activate the skulk sensor and just sense, something, or maybe like send a signal upwards towards a another skulk sensor. So that will be pretty cool, right? So you can see right here, the signal went diagonally towards the top skulk sensor, and it got it. And the animations are really cool. So these are like Enderman, like Ender Pearl type of, textures and colors. So okay. So they also, oh, okay. So these are the no this is the deep dark. I believe this is the deep dark, and there's also a new stone which looks pretty cool. It's like a stone, but it's like a bit more. It's not refined as stone. But it's not like as like a chunky as cobblestone. So I'm really interested what this block might be. So, so you can see right there. So of course the warden. So the warden is a new hostile mob that lives in the deep dark. So my speculation is the skulk sensor, you can either craft it or you can obtain it from the deep dark caves. That's really interesting. Like, like the dark, like the lighting will cause the player's vision to like, from time to time be darkened. It will turn dark from time to time. I can't speak English. Why? Okay, as you can see right here, there are candles. So I thought it was like a cylindrical candles, but it's not. It's a blocky candle, of course. But I have a speculation, okay? Because when the bees were added, there was a hidden item or hidden texture with the game files, that is beeswax. So I will speculate that they're gonna add beeswax to the game, and make uh they will make the beeswax be craftable into candles, so which is another type of light source, which is pretty cool. And hopefully there's like a mechanic where the candle will actually run out. Like there's like a certain height that the candle will be, and it just slowly goes down and then it goes out, right? But of course it will last long. So yeah, this actually looks cool. And I have a speculation also. As you can see, there's like a white version. Of course, there will be like all the 16 colors. Of course, yeah. So I think like a few seconds. Is that? I don't know if that's the no. That's like no. That's a skulk patch, skulk moss patch, I think. Oh, that's actually really creepy. The intermittent darkness. Wait, I think I saw something. No, I'm just kidding. So I think it's like on the, let's see. So this is like a, I think this is like a archaeology thing, or like a new structure that we can find in the world, especially in the deep dark. So that might add a bit of lore, more lore. Sorry, so MatPat will be making more theories. Yay! Okay, so I think there you go. That's the warden. So the warden, I'm gonna explain, but we're gonna let it play. So the warden is a blind mob. This is the first blind mob. So it is only, oh, that animation is really cool. So it only is attracted to vibrations. So you can see right there, the ears is like the skull sensors, right? So that's actually really cool animation, really. So you can see right there. Also, this mob is really strong. Yeah. So you can see right there. You know, he got angry. Whoa, that's actually really cool animation, though. Wow. I didn't pay attention because I was freaking out, because that guy is cute but also scary at the same time. So you can see right here, one hit. This guy, this player, has netherite armor, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half hearts in just one hit. I think it's unenchanted, but still, that's a pretty strong mob. And you can, like, it can just two hits you, right? Like, pretty strong. That's pretty scary. And we have the concept art here. I'm just gonna show you. So this mob is pretty cute for me, but also it's pretty scary, which is like pretty insane. But I want to know like the lore with this. Now, while I mentioned the deep dark, I have another question for for the caves and cliffs update. Will it change the Y levels where the ores will spawn? Of course, because there will be like new biomes, right? There may be like layers, right? There may be layers, but I want to know if they're gonna change like the caves of the cave generation. Well, sorry, the ore generation, because there's something added that is pretty interesting. Okay, so we have here. Let's move here. So these, oh, amethyst. Oh, okay. So I have a lot of questions here. So I'm gonna explain this first. So amethyst geodes. This whole thing is the amethyst geode, right? Sorry, wait. I think that's the right term. And amethyst crystals will grow in these geodes. So just like a mob spawner, you can't bring them. So if you break them, even with a silk touch, you can't bring them. So yeah, you can't bring them. It will only spawn at this, like, amethyst can only be gathered to amethyst geodes, which is not movable or anything. So it will stay right here. There's like also a new block right here. I don't know what that is. So let's see, like in when snapshots come out. Also, I also have a question with this. Will there be like amethyst gems, like the gems itself? Because they only mentioned amethyst crystals, not the gem itself. So will there be amethyst blocks? Because amethyst, they didn't show like them breaking it, but amethyst can only be used, from what they said, okay? They can only be used in, I think it's here. Let's see. Yeah. Telescopes. Okay, so it can only be used with telescopes. So this is basically Optifine. If you know Optifine, it's basically Optifine zoom. That's it. But which is pretty cool. Like, there's like an official thing in the game that will help you look far. Also, let's play this clip. They added a new ore, which is copper. Okay, so if you played modded Minecraft before, copper is really, really important. So since copper is officially in the game, I believe like a lot of mods will not add copper anymore. But The copper here, they didn't show the ingot form, and probably this copper texture right here, this might be programmer art. I'm not sure yet, but the copper here can only be used, from what they've said officially, they only use it for what do you call this, for the telescope, right? So it can only be used for the telescope. So copper and amethyst crystals can only be used through telescopes. So they also added something really really interesting with the copper. Of course, there will be copper blocks, as you know, any iron or any material they add. Hopefully, amethyst will have too. But as you can see right here, okay, copper, when copper age, they will turn to green. So they added it to Minecraft. So it adds something to the game. It adds age to the game. So blocks will now turn green over time. Over, like, I don't know, this footage, I think it's like 16 days, Minecraft days. That's a really long time. So it actually makes, you know, it gives you a sense of time you spent in games, which this is pretty cool. And hopefully when you harvest these blocks, it will stay green. And of course, when you, and hopefully what they do is that even when you store copper, when you store copper, you will, like, the items or the blocks, even if it's in a chest, will still turn green. It's like that's pretty cool. Like, you will know, like, when this batch of copper was made. It's like, oh, maybe, like, you know, 2 to 3 Minecraft days or whatnot. So that's pretty cool as well. And also, I'm also wondering if sleeping will affect, you know, the transformation of copper blocks. Yeah. And also, I have, like, one thing is, will copper be preserved to its, like, bronze color, or, like, you know, its orange color? Like, how can you even preserve its color? So that's, like, some questions. And also, I want to see the texture of the copper. So, you know, there might be tools and armor. They didn't mention it. Hopefully there is. But they also made, so this is the use of, you know, copper, like, prominent use of copper. Lightning rods. Of course, we all know that lightning can affect your build. And of course, with my build in survival series, I'm kind of scared because majority of it is wood. So when I roll into 1.17, hope I will add just literal lightning rods everywhere. So lightning rods, as you all know, in real life, it will attract lightning to get struck to that lightning rod instead of, like, just randomly. It will attract the lightning to be struck to it. So in Minecraft, it will, of course, do the same thing. It will attract the lightning to get struck on the lightning rod. So that's pretty good demonstration right there. Let's go. Let's skim through. Okay. They also wanted to improve inventory management. So they added bundles. So I don't know, I think it's gonna be leather and string. So bundles, you can put 64 unique items. Like, basically, it's a stack in a bundle. So what's unique with this is that you can put 2 item types or more, 2 or more item types in a bundle. So that's just a small demonstration. So you can put a variety of, you know, flowers or plantation, or, you know, or plants in just one bundle. So you can see right here, there are, like, multiple bundles. So they have cobblestone, ender pearls, just random stuff, lightning, redstone stuff. So it's like, how do you call this? It's like a shulker box, but smaller, but it's only, like, one item. I don't know if that's, like, a really good implementation of, like, improving inventory management, but let's see, because I want to play with it before I make a judgment, because it's kind of hard to judge something that's not yet, you know, playable. Let's skim through. So it's okay. It's just the story of the art of the artists. Okay, this is the clip that I wanna. This is really interesting. Let's go back a bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are archaeological. I can't speak really. Archaeological excavations. So these are still like a developed programmer art. So with this, there are archaeological sites you can see like randomly generated in the world. So with the brush, as you can see right here, I think it's gonna do it. You can just brush off any, I don't know if it's any block or like a specific block in the archaeological site where you will get like artifacts or resources from that you know, from brushing the blocks. So as you can see right here, you can, this is a bit OP, right? But you can get diamond blocks. But you know, if you fail, you know, if you don't if you're not careful, you will break the artifacts, as you can see right here. So let's pause right there. So this is gonna be really fun because it will gives you a bit of a more of a origin story for Minecraft through archaeology. I can't say that word properly really. When through archaeology. There you go. So you can see right here there's like another piece. Let's keep through. So you can get blocks of emerald. So that's pretty insane. I don't know if it's OP. Oh gosh, burp. I don't know if it's OP, but it's gonna be really interesting if you can get like a whole block. If you can get like just a piece of diamond, that's pretty good, right? So with the shards, they're gonna be clay pots. Oh, I'm really interested what they'll do with the clay pots. So with the clay pots, you can put the ceramic shards. I don't know if you can put the clay shards right there. So the player put the Alex, the Ender Dragon stuff, and of course you can cook these clay pots when you put fire under it. So over time it will cook, of course, and it will turn, you know, like a whole clay pot. So this is a really like, I don't know if this is the first customizable block. I don't know, right? I can't remember if this is like the first customizable block. Entity is like, item frames are entities, but I think this is the first block that can be customizable, that can be customized by players like directly. That's pretty interesting. Let's skim through. Okay, so this next, I think this is the last thing they announced. These are really cute. Axolotls. Yes, axolotls. That's how you pronounce them. So these are really they contend the cuteness factor. This is the cutest mob to date that they've added. I know pandas are cute, but axolotls are cuter. So these axolotls are a bit of a passive. It's like a passive aggressive mob, so you can put it in a bucket. So you can create an army. I think there's like a demonstration like down the road. Yep. Right here. So as you can see right here, you can bring like a bunch of them, and they will directly they will just attack anyone that you fight. So guardians, you know, they will fight that guardian. I think you can see right here, like yeah. I don't know if okay. There's like a feature of the axolotls where they can play dead. There you go. And it will, and the mob won't attack that axolotl, and it will regen health while playing dead, which is pretty nice, especially in underwater. So I think that's it. That's like everything that they mentioned in the Minecraft Live. I don't know if this is long, but come on, this is everything that they've added, which is, I think they haven't even mentioned like the rest of the things, because if you look at like the other footage, there are like blocks, there are still like plants in the lush caves that they didn't mention. I think those are roots. There are still blocks, especially in the deep in the warden clip. There was like that cave had a different type of stone or different type of block, but they haven't mentioned that yet. And there's like a lot of blocks. The white block. There's also like the I'm gonna call it the dripstone in the dripstone caves, the block in itself. So it's pretty interesting to look at. And of course, we're gonna see at the vote. Well, the voted mob was, let's see if it loads. So I did a bit of a derp, and I didn't add the goats and the cliffs. So I'm gonna just show you pictures. So here is the mountains. So the mountains will have a higher cliffs, and there will be 3 lines. There's also be a new block which is called powdered snow, where players or entities will fall through. Here's the picture of the goat. So the goat will be very cute. They can jump high, and they will also ram you. So they will just run up to you and ram you. That's it. Because my original recording, I forgot to add because there was no mention of the clips in the video. So let's just go back to the vid. Okay. The voted mob is actually the glow squid. I was rooting for the moobloom or the iceologer, but the glow squid won. So okay. So that's it for the Minecraft on the 17th update. When snapshots comes out, I will be making videos of it. So looking forward for the new updates. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you on the next episode. Bye bye.